next stage of the core OPT model. So we started out with the core stabilization using a bridge on the stability ball. And once they've mastered that, it usually takes about 4 weeks or so, we're going to move into core strength. And to do that, again, we're going to use a stability ball, but we're going to do a stability ball crunch. And when they do that, they're going to turn around using the same red line that we used for the core stabilization. Okay, same thing, make sure their feet are shoulder width apart, toes are pointing straight at that wall, nice and even. We're going to hold the ball. During this one, you want the ball at the lower lumbar. You don't want their bottom on it, but at the same time, you don't want their shoulder blades on it because you want them to use that core strength. It's more of a dynamic eccentric and concentric motion. It's going to send the hips and the spine through more of a full range of motion, and it's going to activate the neuromechanical techniques. Okay, once you get them on the ball, again, hold the ball so they don't fall. Okay, we need to go up a little bit more on the ball. Okay, so you want to make sure they're nice and positioned on the ball. Same as with the stabilization. You want the knees shoulder width apart. You don't want them bending in or pointing outward. Toes are still straight. To begin with, we're going to do just a normal crunch on the stability ball. So you're going to have them cross their arms over their chest. They're going to go down. And when they go down, their hips are going to go up, just like with the stabilization. We're just a continuing off of this step. So she's going to go ahead and come up for the crunch. Okay, go down. Hips go up just like in the stability phase. Crunch. Okay, notice there's still not a lot of ball movement, but the spine and the pelvis is going through more of a full range of motion. Knees, again, staying out, not pointing too much out, not pointing inward. Feet are staying aligned. Go ahead and go down with a crunch. Okay, and come back up. Okay, make sure their feet stay flat. You don't want them raising their feet up off the ground. Once you think they've mastered this, even 1 or 2 weeks in, you can go ahead and make it a little bit more difficult by making them raise their arms above their head, which will also help them progress into the next phase of the OPT model. So we're going to go ahead and go down, still into that crunch. Hips coming up, and she's going to go forward, back up into the crunch. There you go, and back down. Staying nice and aligned, just like with the stability. Go ahead and come up. Ball still doesn't have a lot of motion. Go ahead and go down. And come up. And you notice with the core strength, unlike the core stability, that there's not a lot of rest time in between. You're going to do a full set before you have your rest. Go ahead and go down. And come up. Okay, so that's the core strength. Again, it's just adding a crunch to the stabilization process that they've already been through. It's just a nice progression into the next phase. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and have them off the stability ball. Again, we don't want them to fall.